Okay, guys, sorry about that.
Riding through the city on my bike all day, cause the book took away my license. It doesn't get me down and I feel okay, cause the sights that I'm seeing are priceless. Everything seems to look as it should, but I wonder what goes on behind doors. A fella looking back and he's sitting with a slap, and then I see it's a pimp and it's clever. Everything seems fine, but if you look twice, you can see it's all lies. There was a little old lady who was walking down the road. She was struggling with back from Tesco. There were people from the city having lunch in the park. I believe that is called al fresco. When a kid came along to offer a hand, but before she had time to accept it, hits her over the head, doesn't care if she's dead, cause he's got all her jewelry and wallet. Everything seems nice, but if you look twice, you can see it's all lies. Yeah, that's the lie. 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 Sun is in the sky, oh why, I don't wanna be anywhere else. Sun is in the sky, oh why, I don't wanna be anywhere else. Sun is in the sky, oh why, I don't wanna be anywhere else. Sun is in the sky, oh why, I don't wanna be anywhere else. Look at your eyes, everything seems nice, but it's getting tight. This is your life. When you look at your eyes, everything seems nice, but it's getting tight. This is your life.
Hey, guys, how's everybody doing? I'm glad you all came for my live today. I was afraid nobody would show up since I flaked out on the last couple. But today I thought we'd do something kind of fun. I know that those who have been in my Discord have seen me enthusiastically going on and on and on about my soap videos and how much they help me and everything. And oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you're probably right. I've been having problems with wonky internet in general, to be honest. So that makes a lot of sense of probably why the internet's acting kind of unreliable too. Um, in this live, I'm going to be playing some clips of videos. I'm not going to play like whole videos, and I downloaded some screenshots too. So I'm hoping that I don't get shut down for like copyright claims or whatever. But if I happen to go offline during this live, don't freak out. Just check back in about 10 minutes or so, and I'll come back. If they shut me down, I'll just tap to not show them. But I think if I keep it brief, then I can avoid that happening, or so I understand. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing all right with all the things that are going on right now, and just give people time to come in. The state that I live in was the last state to get any cases of the coronavirus in the U.S. And now we've got 39 cases, still none in my area, so I'm hopeful that it won't get too bad. We haven't had any deaths yet. What I wanted to talk about today, since everybody's so stressed out and everything, are different ways to help you relax. And I have anxiety. And during this time right now, I'm sure everybody's freaking out a little bit and stuff. Um, so I've been talking to some people in Discord, and I actually recommended these soap carving videos. And I was surprised by how many people told me that they really help them. So I thought we'd talk about a type of ASMR that most people don't realize exists out there. I know you guys have heard like the "Hi everybody, today we're going to be doing ear eating" or something freaky like that. And you've heard the mukbangs and people tapping on things and scratching things, and I don't know, that stuff just makes me feel icky inside. Like I almost feel like I've been molested. Like I tried it, but it does nothing for me. And I don't know. I think everybody. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say they didn't like to lay in their beds and fall asleep to the sound of rain on the roof. Um, but what we don't realize is that's actually a type of ASMR too. There's all kinds of different ones. There's audio ASMR, there's visual ASMR, and there's like a combination of the two. So, like the rain on the sound of the rain on your roof, that's actually a type of ASMR. It relaxes you, makes you feel mellow and chill. So ASMR is actually a form of synesthesia. And if you're familiar with synesthesia, it's like the ability to associate different things with different senses. Like, for instance, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but people with synesthesia will say that they see music, or like numbers will be colors to them, things like that. But there's all kinds of different forms. Like, some people associate certain feelings with scents and, I mean, smells and things like that, or like they have pictures, or not like pictures in their head, like visualizations that go along with different senses. Um, so I actually looked this up because ASMR, like the title of my live, most people don't know what it even means. That's why I put anteaters sniffing my rectum, just to be silly. Um, So ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And basically, it can give you like a relaxed feeling all over, or just make you feel kind of mellow and chill. Some people actually get like tingling all over that begins on the scalp and goes down their neck and upper spine. Um, it's called auditory, sorry, tactile synesthesia. And I guess a lot more people have it, than you realize. It's not all that unusual. It's just that different things work for different people. So when most people think of it, they think of this creepy whispering and like the chicks in their skimpy outfits and um, just being all gross. Yeah, you can, Cassie. Sure, that'd be great. I put a notification in, or I thought I did, in my Discord, but uh, since I didn't make it to the last couple, I was figuring that maybe people were just might not show up because they were not expecting me to. But sure, that'd be great. Um, but even if we only have 12, here, that's cool too. I'll be doing a more serious, more involved live this weekend on paranormal stuff. So anyway, uh, so the National Sleep Foundation, basically that's where I'm getting my information from if you want to look it up. But some people don't need the scent, or the sounds. just watching people do mundane things like folding towels, for instance, works for them. For me, I found that a combination of the two works really well. Um, and my favorite are these soap videos, soap carving and crushing, especially. Um, this picture here just gives you an idea of what it's like. I was talking about the visualization of it, but the sheer work and time and effort that people put into these things just really kind of overwhelms me. I want to show you one of the weirder ones before I get into the ones that I really like. Well, a couple of the weirder ones anyway. And I found this one crazy website, and it's Japanese. It's not even in English. Um, but the work this woman puts into it, I mean, it's to me, it's so weird, but the work that she puts into this is absolutely amazing to me. Here's one of them. I'm just going to, like I said, I'm just going to play a little bit of it for you and give you a look at it. Let's see. Here it is. Let's see. But that's what this whole video is. It's just this little stone person, and they're doing dental surgery on them. And like talking to them in Japanese, and for some reason they have all these stones in their mouth and they have to have them removed. But I mean, like from what I understand, she makes all this stuff with her hands. Like she sits here and crafts all this stuff and puts it together just to make these videos. Another one I found that I actually thought was super cute. Let's see. Was the same woman, but it's like a star that went to a spa to get cleaned up, and it's dirty and it needs to have its shine restored. Uh, let's see. Here we go. And she sits there and talks to it and tells it like what she's going to do to it and stuff. And then you sit there and watch for like 25 minutes or so while she just picks at these little pieces of things. I mean, this is pretty much it. And then she goes and like mixes up stuff. And I mean, of course, there's sounds that go along with it. That's part of the ASMR. But then at the end, I mean, it's interesting to watch. Don't get me wrong. I couldn't fall asleep to it, though. I just look at it and say, what the hell? Oh, I'm sorry. We need the sound. But anyway, at the end, then she's got her little star. And there he is at the end. I mean, it's cute. Don't get me wrong, but it's still weird and still slightly creepy, in my opinion, anyway. But what I like and what I found helped me the most out of all, well, there's 3 different kinds that I really like to watch, and I find really relax me. Hi, Lily Bell. I know I've had people tell me they're not getting the notifications, so Cass went and put a link in. I'm hoping some other people come in, have it pop up. Anyway, there are 3 or 4 different kinds that I really like. And the one that I like most is the soap. I also like, there's one with kinetic sand, crackly slime, and then clay popping. And I just thought I would give you all each a little example of what that's like and show you some of the stuff that I like about it. I put in my description box links to the channels that I really like, and I put a link to the channel that had the crazy ones that I just showed you there. If you want to go check that out and give those creators, you know, a thumbs up or whatever. But I also put together a mix of different videos, not just the soap ones, but some good slime videos and I think some clay popping ones and sand ones, like a mix on my channel. Um, and I made that playlist public. So if you don't want to go and find videos, the slime ones are like, there's only certain ones that work for me. So I just put in that one, the ones that I think are really good. Um, and everybody's different, so you may have to explore that on your own if they don't work. But um, as far as I'm concerned, all those videos are pretty good. So you know, you can go look. The channels that I link there are consistently, like with the soap ones, are consistently good, and the videos are all made by the creator. They're not taking um, clips from other people and stealing them. So it's consistently, you know, enjoyable to watch and take time to do the setups and stuff like I showed you guys a little bit ago. Oh, I did want to, here's another really weird one. Um, Sorry, I had all this set up earlier and then I had to reboot everything. So, of course, I lost my nice little setup. But I thought this one was weird. And this is considered ASMR also, destroying cosmetics. And basically, they're just like fucking up powder palettes and ruining lipstick and um, all that. It's weird. Absolutely strange to me. Um, I think what got me started though was, and that one's loud and not as much fun to watch, so I won't bore you with it. But there was a channel called Ice Cream Rolls, and that was how I discovered this particular type of ASMR. It just popped up on my YouTube, no, not my YouTube, my Facebook one day, and I thought it was like a how-to video on how to make, you know, these ice cream rolls at home, and it was like an ASMR thing, and I kind of got sucked in, and then I found these different ones. Yeah, listen, I feel the same way, especially the soap ones. Like I can sit there, like if I get upset or feel like I'm having a panic attack, I can put in my soap videos and just chill out. And I have the worst insomnia ever. Like I'll go days without sleeping. And when I get to the point where I'm like, screw this, I just want to sleep, I'll put my earbuds in, turn the sound up, full screen the damn thing, and just chill out. And I usually fall asleep really, really fast. Um, Here's one of the slime ones that I like. Slime videos, in my opinion, like the crackly ones, work the best. But you get the best effect with all of them. Like they don't work on me unless I turn the sound up and put my earbuds in. But just to give you an idea, so you can see, um, here it is. Oops, sorry. There it is. Something about the sound, I don't know what it is, but it even sometimes makes, like, gives me goosebumps and makes my scalp tingle. It's crazy. Lilybell, the channel that I like actually will show, like, when they do lives, they will show like 24 hours of nonstop ASMR. Um, Clay popping is also a really good one. The ASMR Bomba that I have linked there does the plasticine also. and they're one of the ones that have the really nice setup, so it's nice to look at. Um, and the sound is really cool. It's also clay popping. What you do, like you can make it yourself. You just make these little clay balls or shapes or whatever and paint them with nail polish. That's all they do. And they use, I guess, top coat to make it crackle, like layer upon layer of it. I've never actually tried it myself, but anyway, here's an example of it here. Now I can sit and watch this crap, and I don't know what it is, but something about those perfect shapes and watching them get squished like that. I don't know why, but it's really, really satisfying. And my boyfriend will come in and see me watching this stuff and just look at me like I'm absolutely insane, but it's really addictive. So now for before we get to the soap, because there's all kinds of different soap ones too, but kinetic sand. Let's see. I thought I had one up for it too, but I don't see it. That's okay. I'll find one here. Give me just a second. Here we go. Wrong one. Okay. Sorry. Here we go. Okay, so that's the other kind that I like, just like if I really need something to watch. But my fail-safe is always the soap ones. And I keep hearing about these cake decorating ones. I need somebody to give me some good links for cake because I've never actually gotten to watch any of those. I saw one where the person made mini cakes, but it was just like a one-off on their channel. Like I haven't found a channel that just has like a bunch of different cake videos. I'd really like to see some of that. So the first soap video that I'm going to show here is in the channel that I really liked, and these are microwaved soaps. It's so strange, but they all are different. And I guess they just put the soap in the microwave and let it cook. I don't know, and then they let it dry out, and then they cut it. Um, and I think a lot of this stuff is stuff you can do at home, but the sound is not the same in real life as it is when amplified. Okay, so that is microwave soap. And then they have, I'm not going to make you sit and watch all these. Yes, please, Allison, that would be awesome. But let's see, I'll show you some different pictures. This one here is a picture of soap crushing that I'm trying to pull up, and it seems like everything's locked up on me again. Hang on. Okay. try it again here. I'm about to give up on StreamYards. It's pissing me off. Application window. Okay. Okay, I hope you all can see this. But the things like on the sides, the little curly things and the big ones are called soap roses. And they crush those and they make a really cool sound. And the fluffy things are shredded soap balls. And you can actually make those at home with a grater. It looks really easy. I haven't tried it yet, but they make really cool noises. But the ones in the middle are my fail safe, and that is soap cube cutting. And basically it's just what it says. They score the top of it and make like all these little cubes, and then they slice them and the cubes just kind of pop up. I'll show you what it looks like in motion here in just a second if you want to see it. But the sound is awesome, but it's so cool to watch as well. Ah, stupid computer. Okay, here we go. That's a picture of it in action here while I'm trying to actually see the video. That's just a screenshot I took. I'm getting so frustrated. Like, y'all have no idea what I'm dealing with over here with this stupid StreamYards. It just does not want to work for me at all right now. It's so aggravating. Okay. But it amazes me that they'll like go through all that, you know, and make, I mean, hours, I'm talking of preparation, I'm sure, like to get this, okay, only to have it end up with this. You know, I mean, that's all they have. By the time they're done, pretty much just like a pile of powder and little shreds. And I think they actually recycle the stuff, which is good because I'd hate to think of them throwing it all away. Hi, Serapin. I hope you're doing well. So anyway, that's kind of my little secret there. And if you want, like, you might be sick of it, but if you want, I can show you the soap thing in action, or we can just sit and chat. Uh, if you want to actually see the soap cutting, I know a lot of you have already seen it. Just drop me a one in the chat. I'll show it to you. And if you want to move on to something else, drop me a two or give me a topic because I don't have a lot planned. I just wanted to kind of get back in touch with everybody as it's been a while since I've actually done a live, except for that emergency off the cuff live we did when Nikki got struck the other day. You want to see it? Okay, hang on. I'm sorry to hear that, Seraphin. Back pain is the absolute worst. It's so miserable. Okay, I think I found a nice one here. Hang on. And what I do when I want to sleep and cannot is I find one that is just, or find some videos that are just all soaps like this, full ones. And I can just sit and watch them slice these little cubes for freaking hours. Okay, I don't want to keep it on for too long. It's like I said, I'm a little afraid I'll get copyright struck or claimed. But anyway, with all the stress everybody's going through right now and everybody's panicking and freaking out, just kind of miserable, stuck in our houses, that's a big relaxation technique that helps me. Um, of course, I've been using that for a while, but yeah, it is, Seraphin. It's so satisfying. Um, I can't figure it out either. But now I've actually gotten to the point like where I'll be bitching in my mind about the time, like if I don't like the knife they're using or something. Like I've actually become a connoisseur of soap cutting videos. It's a little sad. Um, but I have given in the past few days a lot of people links to these, and they've actually said, that they were surprised at how much it helped them. Um, a pro at bed. Oh, yeah, that's Lily Bell. That's what I'm keep trying to do is tell myself it's not forever. Unfortunately, as a Stephen King fan, I have bad thoughts always in the back of my head. I read The Stand when I was a teenager, and now I keep thinking about that daggone book. Yeah, it really does. It really does. Like the other day, I was actually like panicking. That group of people that have been harassing me. This is lovely. I'll see if I can find it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But people that have been harassing me cloned my account a while back and called it Breakfast Club Heroin Junkie. I'm sure you guys have seen that. But what they have done now is to modify that account, and it's still called Breakfast Club Heroin Junkie. But you see that picture there on the screen? Those are my feet. They actually doxed my feet. Well, I'm saying they doxed my socks because somehow they managed to find an old Facebook account of mine. And it's so old, I can't even get into it. Like, I haven't been able to log into it for like 3 or 4 years. Um, when I was playing these uh, Facebook games, it was one of those like Farmville or something, only it was fantasy based. And you had to be able to send gifts to your friends and have them send you gifts in order to complete things. And so a friend and I were playing, but we were the only people on Facebook that were playing it. And so what we did was we just made up all these extra Facebook accounts so we could send gifts to ourselves. And then when Facebook started cracking down um, on fake accounts, they shut all my most of my sock accounts down. And so I was logged into one of the ones that's still open when I did the troll page. And I guess, which I kind of expected they would, they went and looked up that account. And then they found my sock accounts from there. So this is from an old shut down sock account that no longer exists. My real Facebook is not in any way associated with any of these accounts. It's not even on the friends list anymore. But what they did was they took the entire friends list of that sock account and put it in the about me section of this thing here. And it says, like, they have me blocked, so that's all I can see. But I had somebody else check it for me, and it says, you can contact me at any of my Facebook troll accounts. And they've got like all the sock accounts that I had, and my friend who's not even on YouTube anymore. Well, she's never been on YouTube. I'm sorry. She's not even on YouTube. And she doesn't use those accounts anymore either, though. So I don't think it really matters. But they put all those Facebook addresses there. So totally trying to dox me, totally dox my feet there. But yeah, they're doxing my socks. So I saw that and I kind of freaked out. That's why I even mentioned it. Like, I saw that and it flipped me out. I got really, really mad, and it took me like 15 minutes with my soap videos to get over it. Uh, yeah, they are pretty nasty. And just the level of nastiness that's coming from these people. Like, I'm just now starting to put some things together and learn some things, and the level of nastiness and the lowness that these people will actually stoop to is just amazing. Um, it just blows my freaking mind. Um, anyway, back to the subject. As far as the ASMR stuff goes, um, I've tried buying the handmade slime, and I've tried like creating my own, and it is not the same if you try to do it yourself, but it is very relaxing anyway. And if you buy handmade slime, you can get that crackling effect, uh, and it's kind of satisfying. And you can make the soap balls at home, and you can buy these little containers of kinetic sand for like $1 at Family Dollar. Um, uh, oh, that's good. I thought that more than once. Cass is like about us all living closer, and how cool it would be, because sometimes when we're doing these streams, it just feels like friends sitting around talking, especially like the way Nikki runs hers. And I was thinking, if we all live closer, we'd just be sitting in the living room on each other's couches, like with cups of coffee or whatever. Um, oh no, Lily, you have a right to complain. I don't understand why people are so mean. Um, I don't know if I've heard about some of the stuff you've been dealing with in Discord, and it blows my mind that anybody would be mean to you. I mean, just you're just such a nice person, and I just don't understand why anybody would be mean to you. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, on Nikki's channel, the same. Well, one of the people that was harassing you on that last live when Nikki kept getting struck, and somebody was striking her, I do believe. Um, from what I understand, like somebody was actually like fucking with her. But that person who was giving you a hard time, Lily, was on there harassing somebody in my chat, and some other person was using an alt to harass that person too, like calling them ugly and stuff like that. And um, it just makes me so mad. Like, I don't understand why, like, if people are minding their own business, why they have to follow them into chats and give them a hard time. And for all the people that are sitting here and furiously screenshotting and screen recording this live, like, fucking get a life. And that includes you, Tingsy, because I know you're fucking lurking. So, just really fuck off. As a matter of fact, you can screen record this. How's that? Anyway, yeah, the donuts are really cool. And just Shelly, if you look on those channels, like there are lots of other ones like that too, and like they'll paint them up and make them look so perfect. And I don't know why, but that makes it so much more satisfying when they crush them. Like, the more perfect they look, the cooler it is when they actually crush them and the clay comes out of it. Um, But, and by the way, if any of those douchebags are watching, you are not blocked as of right now, and I absolutely dare you to come up. Well, I'll say I invite you to come up on this platform and get on this panel and say whatever it is you have to say to me to my face, instead of hiding like a coward behind altars and Facebook pages. Quit making files, quit doing screenshots, quit screen recording and posting me on your little troll pages, and come out from under the slimy ass rock you're hiding under and say it to my face. Just once. Just once. Have the tits to say it to my face. Sorry. Um, it really annoys me because every time I do a live, whether it has anything to do with the cyberbullying thing or not, it ends up on that stupid ass troll page or some kind of drama results from it. Cass, I usually isolate during the winter too. I'm an asthmatic, and it I'm just at high risk right now. So as soon as I started hearing it, like these rumors, like I started staying inside. Um, Yes, they all need to go watch some damn soap carving videos. I promise you it will mellow you the fuck out. Like, nothing works better than soap carving. Um, yes, that's what drives me crazy. Like, for instance, there was a person that was trying to accuse me or accuse us, I should say, of doxing because of Allison talking about stealing Brian's wallet, and tried to turn it into a whole thing. And they were passing around screenshots of that and accusing me of doxing the YouTuber Brian St. John, which is a reach. Um, but what they didn't realize is that they were logged into their troll account, and so they doxed their own troll account. And they're very, very angry at me for making that information public. And there's supposed to be an exposed video coming out about me and the hairy toenailed footprints, hairy toenailed footprints I've been leaving all over the community. So be on the lookout for that. Um, oh, that's wonderful. And that's what we need more of. Um, I think I know I've said this before, but if anything, this particular pandemic has really shown how selfish and hateful people can be. I've seen videos of people pushing little kids to the ground um, to get things, and pushing elderly people and taking things out of each other's hands. And I mean, it's crazy. And like the guy, at least he got what was coming to him, but the guy who bought up and hoarded all that stuff and tried to sell it on Amazon. But we've been seeing it on, like if you go and look on eBay or some of those auction sites, like people are selling toilet paper for ridiculous amounts of money. It's just, oh, it's awful. Um, but anyway, I back to the soap or the relaxation videos. I've been checking into some of the same SMR stuff for a while. Like, I wanted to see what it was about, and I was hoping to get the same thing. And I don't know, like, I thought they were creepy, and at first I just thought because it was like girls and they were making it kind of sexual. And then I found one with a dude, and it was gross too. Oh my God, Cass, I heard about that. They're calling it the coronavirus challenge or something. That is absolutely disgusting and stupid. Oh my gosh, people are so dumb. Like, I'm kind of thinking this may be like a Darwin thing, like survival of the fittest. These freaking idiots. Like, maybe the world would be a little lighter without them. Oh my God. And it's not just disgusting, it's so stupid. Oh my gosh. Like, I can't even imagine. I mean, never mind the fact that it's gross, but the fact that you could potentially die for it too. Um, No, see, I knew my fans would come out eventually. I knew it. Um, my asshole was not bleeding though, so I'll dispel that rumor right now. I just wish that the dipshits that are sitting there furiously screenshotting everything would just like get it over it, either do something or shut the fuck up. Like it's tedious as fuck. Oh my god. Ooh, airport toilets? Oh my god, that's nasty. Nasty. Oh my god. Um, ugh. Ugh. So, I think probably on Saturday, maybe, um, we're going to do a live stream that'll tie into our paranormal stuff. And I know I told you guys about like the dreams sharing and stuff issues I had, and I've been hoping to get Katrina Ketress on here, but she's busy with her own thing, and maybe we'll get her to come eventually. But um, I think we're going to go ahead and do like one on dreams and dream experiences. Jessica has some experiences she wants to share, and Copper has told me that she's going to come up on my panel and talk too. So I think that's going to be super cool, and I'm looking forward to that. Um, and I think Saturday, I'm not sure what time yet, but keep an eye out on the Discord. And, if you have your settings on, hopefully you'll get your notification. Um, yeah, listen, that's what pisses me off is the vulnerable people that they come in contact with after this, and that they'll probably spread it to. Um, yeah, Lily Bell, you're right. I've got people I've never even interacted with making videos about me. It's really annoying. This one woman, I never even heard of her. Never even heard of her. Never saw her in a chat. Never saw her name mentioned in chat anywhere. And she's making videos about me, I guess, now. Um, and I'm not going to link to any of those or like even say their name on here because I don't want to give them the attention that they're trying to crave. I mean, I really think what they're trying to do is just hype up their views by harassing people. Like if you go and look, like they don't even have any content. All they have is just the shade that they throw at other people. Um, yes, Copper's going to come tell us some of her stories, and I'm excited for that. I love paranormal stories, love them, and it's cool to hear other like regular people, not just people who are sensitives, but regular people talk about experiences they've had because it lets you know, or lets me know anyway, that I'm not insane because I question my sanity all the time. And with the things that only douchebag trolls would go under somebody else's name to. That's RDA bullshit right there. It's sad. I agree, Lily Bell. No, apparently not. Like, there's actually, believe it or not, and I don't give a shit. Like, people act like it's a secret. They whisper about it, but there's some group of people, and they're basically like they call other people trolls, but they're basically a troll group, and they're just dedicated to making other people miserable. That's what they do. They talk bad about other people. Like they never come out in the open. Like they don't go on live streams and they don't go on panels. but they do hateful, sneaky things behind the scenes. And it's really, 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 really sad. Really sad. And that's right, Copper. And by the way, I got toilet paper, so nothing shitty in my house. We got our toilet paper. So, and if you think if you think my channel's shitty, if you think my stories are shitty, if you think the subject's shitty, if you think I'm boring, if you think my stories are boring, if you think my content is boring, then kindly fuck off and go find something that you think is interesting. I mean, it's real easy. It's real easy. Or, if you think that I'm an asshole or, you disagree with me, then come up on panel. We'll talk about it. I'll have a spirited debate with anybody. Like, I have no problems with that. And I won't even be mad at you for it. What makes me mad is this chicken shit, sneaky bullshit behavior, you know? So, from eating shit, exactly. So, don't hide behind these alts that are variations of Jamie's name. Just come up on panel and act like you've got some balls. Actually, act like you've got a vagina because they're much tougher than balls. Balls are weak and sensitive. Um, anyway, so what's going on with everybody here? Like, what does anybody have anything interesting going on? I know we've all been sitting around in our houses and not much has been happening. Like, I watched Judge Judy today. That was really thrilling. But yeah, don't worry, Allison. I'll definitely watch that. But I can also trim that out. I'm figuring out how that works. Yes, no skin tags today. Thank you very much. Exactly, Copper. And the same with that little group, and whoever it is that cloned my account or copied my name and doxed my socks. It's just sad, pitiful behavior. Hey, Jessica, you missed the ASMR show. I've got a mukbang video I can show you guys, though. Oh, I'm glad you can be here too, Shelley. You had to work. What's going on at your work? Like, how are they coping with things? Are they operating as normal, or I don't even know what you do, but it's just interesting to hear how different places are coping. I was telling everybody, Jessica, about the stream we're doing this weekend, that we're going to do a live on dreams and paranormal experiences. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I can show Jessica. I don't know if you saw it. Did I show you already the soap cubes? I think I did. I think you're one of the people I showed. I was telling them that I have a playlist on my channel that I made public. I usually keep all that stuff private, but I made it public, and it's got some good videos on there for the different types, like the soap cutting. There's also clay cracking and kinetic sand and slime. And they're all good too. Like, they're interesting to look at, and they make good sounds. So they're equally satisfying and relaxing to watch. And you can go there. And I also linked some good channels that have consistently good videos, and not just compilations that they stole from Instagram and other people's channels, but they actually like do their own stuff and have the really pretty setups and everything. So check that out, and the links are in the description box to the other channels. So, if you want to, so you don't have to find it yourself. If you want to go check it out. Hang on, I'm going to pull up that one picture. I love it. There we go. I'll just make that my screen while we're on here. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I don't know why. Just looking at setups like those, like, kind of makes me happy. Okay. Good. I'm glad. That's I have the worst insomnia in the world, like absolutely worst insomnia in the world, and it's the only thing that really helps me. No, what is slug? Shimmer Soul. I was talking about the type of ASMR, like not the creepy whispering kind, but the kind that comes from like soap carving and clay popping and videos like that. I'll play some more clips here in a little bit. I'll wait a little bit longer and see if anybody else shows up. But if you want to see them, like, it's both so relaxing and so freaking satisfying. I've been pimping these videos out my Discord to everybody recently, and so I just thought I would do a live about it. Yes, Jessica, there is a phobia that has to do with holes. Hang on, let me see if I can't remember what it's called, but I'll tell you in a minute. Trypophobia. Trypophobia is what it's called. And these images, like, apparently people who have it get really freaked out by images like these. Hang on a second. Okay. By images like these. Apparently, like, if you have this, like something like that would really freak you out, or pictures of beehives, things like that. So, oh, it's not showing it, is it? Hang on. Okay. I don't know why my stuff is like 15 minutes seconds behind or so. Hang on a second. Problems with it. Oh, that's interesting, Lily Bell. No, I've never ever heard of them, but that would be an interesting subject for a live stream someday. Oh, okay. So you like all that shimmer soul? Are you familiar with the soap carving ones and those different kinds, like soap carving and clay popping and ones like that? It seems like a lot of people, or a lot of people that I've talked to, just think of the whispering and the kind of like sexual looking stuff. I took it down, everybody who hates holes here. I took it off. Um, but anyway, I lately, with people freaking out and stuff over the coronavirus and all that, um, I've talked to a lot of people, who are having trouble sleeping and just feeling freaked out. And so I recommended the soap carving to a couple of people over my Discord, and they reacted so positively and said it helped him so much. I just thought that I'd do a live about it. So, in the beginning of the stream, I did some clips of some of these different types of ASMR videos. I found some that are really unusual. There's one with this "Hi, love, mammy." There's one that this Japanese lady does, and she makes all this stuff by hand and like makes up all these scenarios. Like one is this little stone that's going to get its teeth fixed, and there's one where there's an oyster named Pearl who is basically getting her teeth fixed too, and there's one where there's a star who's dirty and has lost his twinkle, so he goes to the spa to get his shine back. And just looking at all the video or all the trouble she goes to, and like she actually makes stuff for it. Um, okay, I'm gonna go look right now, Jessica. Sorry, uh, but just the level of preparation and stuff that goes into it, it kind of makes me feel special as well. Um, oh yeah, I've seen these different lists like this before. Um, they don't really do that much for me, but I'll share it. Hang on. Actually, if you look up like oddly satisfying, there is a subreddit on the Reddit website for oddly satisfying, and there's all kinds of stuff like this on that subreddit. But okay, so it's a 1,000-piece puzzle. I think that's what I like about the soap videos is like how those little cubes like fall perfectly, and like when they crush like the curls and stuff, like they all look so perfect. And I don't know, just seeing them get like messed up, and the clay popping too. um Eerily calming gradient eggs. That's kind of neat. The forks and toothpicks. Oh, that's cool. Now that does nothing for me. um I'll tell you something that used to relax me, and I know this sounds weird, but I think people who have a touch of OCD probably are good on this. Dick, you should try my soap carving videos. I swear, like, I swear it'll help you. And I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were here for it or not, but if listening to the sound of rain falling, like if you like to fall asleep to that and it relaxes you, then ASMR does work on you. It's just finding the kind of ASMR that's right, I think, because there's so many different kinds. Uh, when I was younger, and I don't know, I think it falls in with this oddly satisfying stuff too. I used to do things like I was really into, well, I still do make jewelry and stuff, but I would buy these packs of multicolored beads, like the little seed beads, you know, the metallic ones that come in rainbow colors, and I would separate them. Like I'd spend hours just separating them by colors. And I don't know why, but it was so soothing to do. And when I was done, you know, and I had it all separated, it was so soothing to look at as well. Um, you know what I think's cool about this is it almost looks animated when you scroll. Like, look at that. I don't know if it looks the same to you guys as it does to me, but I could just sit there and do that. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, I love that. You see those staircases? Absolutely amazing. Um, Lilybell, I don't always get tingles with those either. It just depends. The only thing that has ever made me tingle is the uh, the soap videos, and it's only every now and then. Like sometimes I'll get goosebumps or something, but I don't like really get tingles. But I can feel my muscles relaxing. Like I get really relaxed. Um, I did that with the crayons too. I would definitely did that. Serapin, have you turn it up all like really loud and put in earbuds and make it full screen? Like try that and see if it makes it better for you, because that always like it works with me really well. Um, well, let me see if I can find you all something else here. I wonder, like, nobody hit me, so I wonder if I get in trouble if I just played like one of these while we were talking, just for y'all to look at. Let me see. I could play you a fried chicken mukbang. Mukbang. I want to find one that. These are some of the ones from the list that I showed you all. This is a cool one.
Aardvarks has the world's largest network of proven independent professionals.
Stupid ads. Okay, let's see. This is one of the ones that, this is a slime video, but it's one of the ones that's kind of neat to look at. I'm going to keep the sound off, but you can see it. Like, this is not food. That's slime. Uh, just Shelly, with ASMR, like certain sounds will give people like tingles, like good tingles, like goosebumps, or just like pleasurable tingles up and down their spine. Um, I've had some people say that like it makes their body feel like they're melting. Um, but the only type of ASMR that works for me, oh, Stephanie, you're lucky. I wish it worked for me like that. But the only ones that work for me are the ones like these. Uh, no, it's not food, Seraphin. It is slime. Hold on, I'll put the sound on for y'all. Or try to anyway. I love the ones where they look like something else and then they like mix it up and start playing with it and then it makes those sounds. Like I absolutely love that. I hate the eating ones, love mammy. I don't like the eating ones and I don't like the whispers or the ones that sound like something's in your ear. I hate all those. And to me, they make them like kind of like oddly sexual in a way. So I just feel like kind of grossed out and a little violated. Um, but anyway, I actually went through a period there not long after I discovered these where I got really into homemade slime. And I mean, I still got it. Like I'll sit and play with it. It really calms my nerves. But I would sit there and watch these videos and get slime envy. I just wanted some slime of my own to play with. And it still makes me that way. Like I'm digging through my purse right now for my slime. That's cool, Stephanie. I really wish it did for me. But no, for me, it just like it helps me sleep though. And it makes my muscles relax. Like I can feel them relax. I do feel them on my head sometimes. But like I said, it only works with these type of videos that I showed here. The ones that most people think of as ASMR don't work for me at all. They make me feel stupid. It reminds me of like when I try to watch porn, I just feel dumb and I end up turning it off because I just feel stupid. Yes, Allison, slime envy. Yes, the little foam poppy things. Oh my gosh, floam. And Stephanie, since you're into it, the ones I found some really good soap carving channels, and I put the links to them in my description box. I'm curious. The weird Japanese one. Since you came in late, I don't know if y'all heard that, but that's the kind of sound I was talking about. I don't know why. Like it just does something. Yeah, me too. There's one with the poppy things you were talking about. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on a second. And this is from the list I put together for y'all, by the way. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I'm a dingbat. Hang on. Okay. This one's cool. This is one of the ones that looks like food that's fun to watch, I think. Stop it. Hang on. I'm sorry. Ads again. Let's see. There we go. And once again, this link is also, or this is from the list of videos that I put together for you all. So if you want to find the channel or find the video or whatever, then you can just go to my channel and get that playlist and check them out. But I love it because it all looks so real. And when they squish them up and stuff, I don't know why, it makes me really happy. Yeah, same with me, Lily Bell. It helps me sleep and makes me feel relaxed, but I don't get tingles too. Yes, phloem. I love the crackly slime, Stephanie. I love to listen to those especially. And I've got a really good one in there for y'all too. Have you seen the one, Stephanie, with the Japanese lady that makes the little figurines and stuff and does the little skits? Have you seen that one? I was just wondering, like, since you like all that ASMR, like, if you thought that was as crazy as I did, or if it works for you. Like, I don't know. It's interesting to watch, but I can't imagine it working for anybody. I love that sound. Love that sound. Oh my gosh. But I love, like, when they take the time and do these presentations. It's because you're lucky, Stephanie. There is, I was talking about it earlier. It's called synesthesia. Like, do you associate, like, with when you listen to music, do you associate like sounds or colors or like feelings with other sounds, or is it just like stuff like this? ASMR on getting tested for the virus. Well, that's stupid. No, I don't like slurping, Mammy. Slurping's disgusting. Making you crave sweets. Hold on, I'll find another one. Another one of the ones I really like. Just a second. I think this is one of the clay popping ones. I wanted to find one of the really good slime ones, but hang on a second. Give me just a second. I know it makes me want something good to eat too. Oh, the food ones are disgusting. Shoot. Hang on just a second. I'm going to look for one with there's a really good one that I had the other night. I just need a second to find it. Here it is. Okay. This is that same guy too. The sound on this one's really good. I'll save this to the list I put together for y'all too, because the sound on this one's awesome. Tiny Kitchen, Jessica, is that the one where they make like miniature cakes and stuff? Because I saw one and I've never been able, like I couldn't remember what the video or the channel was called. And they were making like little teeny tiny cakes with like votive candles and stuff. And I loved watching that. That was so cool to watch. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, I want to, yes. I'm so glad you mentioned that because I've been trying to figure out what that was called. Isn't that awesome? I freaking love this one. It's not in the list of stuff I put in there, but I'll add it in just a little bit. It depends, Cass. They put different stuff in it. I have some that it just has little teeny tiny foam balls. It's Floam, Floam. And it makes that sound too. This, I think, has sequins in it. But there's different kinds of beads and stuff that they'll put in. And if the slime's really good, then it'll crackle like that. And you can take like even store-bought slime and mix in like beads or sequins in with it, and it'll crackle like that when you play with it, even if it's not very good slime. So you don't have to have, yeah, you can make them, Shelly. I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. You can, like if you make homemade slime, all you have to do is just mix in sequins or beads with it. But you can get like even store-bought slime, even if it's not very good slime, if you're just wanting to get the sound, you can just, like the more sequins you mix in, the better. Like you just take as many sequins or beads work, put as much as you can in there, like as much as the slime will hold, and then just pull it and squish it like she's doing, and it'll make that sound. Okay, my Discord just went off, so hang on, I'll check it out. Oh, that's the Tiny Kitchen. Awesome. Do I need to pull that up? Cute little kits. Does Tiny Kitchen make kits, Jessica? Oh, Stephanie, I would love to have a good recipe. I have never actually tried to make my own slime. I've been dying to try it though because I've become addicted to homemade slime. And if you have a really good recipe, like for like the kind that stretches and inflates, but also makes the bubbles and stuff. So if you have a good recipe for it that I can try and like without messing it up too bad, I would absolutely love to have that shared with me. And I've got my email. You can email me or join my Discord in the description box. There's links to both. So if you would like to share that, that would be absolutely awesome. And of course, you can always join our Discord. Like anybody who wants to join is welcome, as long as you're not up ahead. So we're going to check out Tiny Kitchen now. Okay, Jessica, which of these is, yes, please send it to me. That would be wonderful. Yes, I will, Lily Bell. I'll do that right now before I forget. Here we go. So Jessica, does it matter which video? Like I'll show one for a little bit. Like, is there one that's better than any of the others, or should I just pick one at random? Oh, you're going to bed, Copper? Okay, night, Dick. So do you have a recommendation, Jessica, on any of them that are good, or does it matter? Just any of them? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, that is absolutely freaking adorable. We'll just watch their introductory one because they probably wouldn't mind me sharing that so much. Let me start it over on the beginning. I love the ones where they make the teeny tiny cakes, especially. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Unicorn cake and carnival one? Okay. Unicorn cake. Let's see. It is so freaking precious. All this is precious. Oh my gosh, I love it. Fish finger sandwiches. Ugh. Okay, I'm sorry. 90s party. Oh, Easter cake. Well, shoot. I don't see a unicorn cake one. All right, I'm just going to pick the Easter cake one because that's a cake. I think I'd have fun watching that one. This is exactly the one, Jessica, that I was trying to remember. Exactly the channel I was trying to remember. I am so happy you mentioned this. What kind of eggs are they using? Like, those aren't regular eggs, right? They're like robin eggs or something. Yeah, it's real food, Allison, I do believe. I was wondering about that. Quail eggs? Okay, I didn't know they were little like that. That is just the freaking. So the sound doesn't matter. This is an ASMR, right? Because I'm going to take the sound down. We'll just let it play while we talk. That is so honky cute. Like, I'm just absolutely amazed with it. Lotus? I'll look it up. Oops. Okay. Well, I tried to look it up and it just gave me the name of a place. So maybe there isn't like a English for it. They use a candle, I think, Stephanie. Or at least the one that I saw, if it's the same channel as this one, they use like little teeny bottle candles. Okay, Shimmer Soul, thanks for stopping by. We're going to do a paranormal one, me and Copper and Jessica this weekend on Saturday. So stop by. I'd love to have you stop by. Shoot. And by the way, if anybody does want to come up on panel, of course, y'all know you're more than welcome to. Just as a reminder. That is so cute. It makes me want to do it, but I know I never could. Well, I used to be really good at baking, but I haven't done it in years. Oh my gosh. I think I know what I'm going to be watching tonight. It's probably going to be different from the normal um, soap carving that I usually watch. Yes, Tinkerbell would love that. That is just precious. Love it. Absolutely love it. Um, and I better not stream too many of their videos. I've been getting lucky so far. I don't want to get too in trouble. Oh, here's one called Cooking. Oh, no, that's the same one, Cooking Little. I really want to see this cake. This is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Look at that cake. Isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh. You want to come up? Sure. Hang on a second. Yeah, Amber's doing good. I talk to her, through Discord somewhat regularly. She's always busy with her little girl. I don't even know if she knows that I'm on. But anyway, I figure she's probably laying down with her about now. I'll message her though. Stacy asked her, no, I've never heard of her before, but make sure you pop channel URL. Yeah, I did that with some of them, but I'm going to try and I'll do it with this one too. When I get done here, I'll try and get the channel names of all the videos that I showed in here. Stacy asked her, we'll check her out. Okay, I'll put the StreamYard link up. Let's see. Stacy asked her. All right, I'm looking now. I can't see the chat when I'm doing this, so bear with me. Oh, no, I think this is a kind of ASMR that makes me feel icky, though. Oh, no, I actually did see this one earlier. With the drinks and stuff, and she does some of the slime stuff, too. And some of the stuff she does I like, and some of it is the stuff that makes me feel gross. Like, I don't like the tapping and the scratching and stuff. It makes me feel really icky and makes me feel like the tapping, especially, and scratching makes me feel really anxious. Hi, Sweet Crazy. How are you? Um, okay, I'll find something to put up here for y'all. I think I'll do her intro video. Looks like she's got like lots of different things on there. Like I said, I don't want to make anybody mad, but I think the intro video should be all right. We'll put her channel URL on there when I'm done as well. Yeah, it's just some of it, like the kinetic sand they just showed. Like, I'm good with that. I love to watch that. But besides the sand, the slime, and the soap videos, like the other ones, just I don't know why, but they freak me out. Hi, Irish Eyes. I didn't even see you in here. I'm glad you're here, though. I'm sorry about what happened in my last live stream, but those two people are hidden from my chat now, so you don't have to worry about it. That's weird. I see you guys saying hi to her, but I don't see her. That's so odd. Bear with me here just a second. I'm sorry. I'm checking to see if I've got something glitching or not. Oh, nope. I just think of, okay. You just commented when I was looking at that other channel then. I'm sorry about the sound. I know it doesn't do much good without the sound, but I'm afraid y'all won't be able to hear me. Good night, Seraphin. I'm glad you were able to make it. I hope you get to feeling better soon. Yeah, it looks like she's got some pretty cool stuff there. Squeezing a spot. Do you like the pimple popper stuff, Allison? That stuff freaks me out. Sweet Crazy, these are like ASMR videos. And no, I figured it out, Irish Eyes. I just didn't look back far enough. I was afraid that something was wrong because sometimes YouTube will glitch and like the creators can't see certain people in comments and stuff. And so I was afraid that well, anyway, it doesn't matter. I can see you. So it's all good. But anyway, yeah, ASMR Sweet Crazy. I was talking about how like with the coronavirus, everybody's been so stressed out and anxious and stuff. And I have recently discovered the glory of soap carving videos. And they're so relaxing to me, and they just do so much for me, and they help me sleep. I suffer from terrible anxiety, and they really help me sleep. And so a lot of people don't realize that that is ASMR, or that branch or version of ASMR even exists. They just know about like the whispering and the mukbangs and all that stuff. So I was just going over some of the different kinds of ASMR here, and sharing what worked with me, with you all. And now, Stephanie, who apparently is really sensitive to ASMR, is sharing some of the stuff that she likes. But uh, for those of you who missed it, I've got links to some good channels, and I'll add some more when we get done here. Um, and I've also got a playlist with some good videos for you all, if you want to, try them when you need to relax. Um, it's okay. ASMR, it stands for autonomic sensory meridian response, and it's kind of like synesthesia. It means that certain um, senses are kind of like related to other senses. And in this case, it's like sounds and nerve endings are kind of interacting with each other. So, you know how like the sound of the rain will relax people and help them sleep. It's kind of like the same concept. Um, and most people are, when it comes to ASMR, they think of like the ear eating sounds and the whispering and the chicks in the skimpy clothes and like the tapping and hi, I'm here to help you sleep. And that stuff just makes me feel more freaked out. Like it does nothing for me at all. The ASMR that really helps me is the no talking kind. And for those of you who just got here, I'm going to once again share. Oh, the mixing slime and makeup is another cool one too. I'd forgotten about that. I had that one up before I had to shut it down. Um, this is one. It's neat to watch. The sound isn't so much, but it's really neat to watch where people just mix makeup in with clear slime. And it's just like a combination of like destroying cosmetics and the slime stuff. Um, but like they had that big setup with all that makeup, and every bit of that makeup goes into the slime, and then they mix it up and squish it around. So that's another one, but it's more one of those things that's more watching than sound. Anyway, let's see. Yes, that's a good, Stephanie, a good, paint mixing. Yes, frozen paint mixing. I almost forgot about that. Hang on. Almost forgot about that. Right, I'm going to stop the screen. I'm going to show some frozen paint mixing because that is one I totally have not even mentioned, and I do like it a lot. Give me a second here. I don't know why my accounts are switched. I was wondering why I couldn't get into my playlist. This is why. Okay, that's better. Okay, hang on a second. Frozen mixing. Okay, y'all, check this out. This is neat. Yes, Lily Bell, I'm with you. I like more sound as well. This one is cool to look at and has sound. It's true, Stephanie. Like some people like it or they really don't. But I found that a lot of people who don't like any of the other ASMR like really like the soap stuff. And I think it's because there's something in like the little OCD part of everybody's brain. It's like really satisfying to look at as well as the sound. And if you are into ASMR, then that is just a bonus. I think Allison is sensitive to ASMR. uh, yeah, this one, like, if you just check for frozen paint mixing, I'll put one of these in my list for you all too. Um, but they're all pretty much the same. Uh, it's so cool to watch. Like I love, like I could sit here and watch these forever. Let me see if I can find the ice cream roll one. Let's see. Oh, give me a second. Sorry, folks. Okay, let's see. Shoot. I forgot what I was going to find for you now. Okay. I want to show the Japanese lady. I want to see if Stephanie has seen anything like this before since she's experienced with the ASMR stuff. Um, sorry for the folks that have already seen it, but it does interest me a lot. Let's see. Sorry, folks, I'm still here. I apologize for not talking so long. I'm just looking for stuff. Okay. All right, I'm going to take this out of the stream and okay, this channel is called Viva, V-I-V-A ASMR. And they're already linked in my description box. Sorry, I can't handle the whispering. No, I'm not doing it, Irish Eyes. I'm just playing some ASMR videos that I've seen and I find interesting. Sweet Crazy, that was frozen paint that they were chopping up there. But these are like one of the weird ASMR videos that I was talking about earlier. This is like some, and this lady makes all this stuff. This is what amazes me. Like she makes all this stuff, and like she made that little stone guy, and then she puts like all these jewels in its mouth, and then she sits there and scratches it all up. But no, what they were cutting was frozen paint, Stephanie. The cutting and mixing stuff. Yeah, it's like dentist. Like this particular one is like the dentist, and then there's one. Hang on a second. Let me show you another one she does. This one I think is actually really kind of cute, but it's still weird. Like it leaves me just not knowing how to feel about it in the end. This is the one about the little star that lost his shine, so he went to go and get cleaned up. She talks a lot, but isn't that crazy? Then she spends like 20 minutes just scraping at this stuff all this time. And then at the end, like I'm skipping it because I don't really like, it doesn't make me feel good. I just think it's interesting. Except for the slime, like she does play with slime a little bit. See, we get that. And then at the end, like she patches him up and puts the slime all over him. And then tells him he has to wait. And then at the end, he gets his shine back. And then there's one here, like of a little turtle who's coming into the spa to get cleaned. I guess the sounds in this one are a little better. Do you think it's cringy, Lily Bell? I do too a little bit, but I still think it's kind of interesting too. It's like cringy and interesting at the same time. Just Shelly, clay popping is a really good one too. And I have clay popping ones in there as well. I can't stand the whispering. Sorry, guys. Can't stand the whispering. Like it makes me feel dirty. But do I need to re-show? I'm trying to think if there's anything that I like, any kind that I missed. I think it was Allison was talking about how sometimes she watches the pimple popping, and I found some like where they actually make these big fake pimples. And oh, here's one. Hold on. Here we go, Allison. This is for you. Like, some of them are realistic. This one's like a cartoon version, but like they made these big fake pimples. Actually, I think that's bubble wrap that they injected with like food coloring or something. And I took the sound out because this chick whispers and it gives me the heebie-jeebies. Sorry. Um, a few of us tried to address that little party. What little party are you talking about, Irish Eyes? Um, okay, I'll take it off. Give me just a second here. I'll take it off. You guys are getting freaked out. I don't want to freak anybody out. And I picked the one, like, this one doesn't look real. Like, they put slime in some bubble wrap. But there's one, like, where they have a very realistic looking, it's like skin colored and made out of latex or whatever. And they have, like, these fake blackheads in them. And they pull, like, the blackheads out. And that's supposed to be, like, ASMR too, but it grosses me out. So, it's over, Lily Bell. I took it off. I don't want to freak anybody out. Sorry. Um, I just find it amusing that people can sit and watch that stuff. Um, Hush. Sorry, my kitty. I don't know if you all heard him, but he's complaining because he wants a treat, and it's too late for him to have treats. So, sorry about that. You're real enough. I know. I don't like them either. I never could understand the people who watch the pimple popping. But there you go, Allison. That was just for you. It's over. I promise. I took it down. Um, and I was thinking, like, I like to watch like some of this, like, not the pimple popping, but stuff like people cutting the soap and cutting up the frozen paint and playing with slime and all that stuff. And I was thinking about, like, when I was a little kid, I used to sit for hours and watch ants build their little anthills and stuff. So I think even back then, like, I used to have like visual ASMR. That's what they call it. Like, there's actually a visual form of ASMR, and I think that's what it is. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any other kind I missed. I showed you all the clay cracking, right? 'Cause I think that was the last, if I didn't show any. Getting rid of blackheads is yeah, it's true. Those Biore things, like the things that you put on your nose and they pull like the blackheads right out. And when you get done, they'd all be on the little thing. I don't know why, but for some reason that was really oddly satisfying too. Um, I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but those nose strips that you put on your nose, and it has, like, when you're done, like the little blackheads are poking up like a little forest. Don't know why. It's just one of those weird things, but um, definitely oddly satisfying for some reason. Uh, let's see. And I don't know if you all knew this too, but there are also some channels, and I'm sorry, but I don't have any ready right now for you to show you. But there are channels that have like 10 hours at a time of sounds of like rain or weather or wind or, just like gentle sounds. So if you're more into that kind of thing as well, um, there are channels that have that too. You hear my kitty talking. He's complaining right now because I'm not sure if he's lonely or if he wants a treat. Um, he's my easygoing one, and he hardly ever cries. So I'm thinking maybe I need to check his water bowl. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put something on for you all to watch for a minute or two. It'll just be a minute or two. Y'all want to watch some soap carving for a minute or two while I go and just check his bowl real quick? Like, are you all cool with that? Hopefully. Give me just a second here. I have to find my videos now. Stupid fucking YouTube. YouTube is really irritating me today, guys. I'll show you a painted, no, I'll show you one that has the soap balls, because you all haven't seen those yet, I don't think, or the crushing mixed in with the cutting. We'll do that. Let's see. Oh, this. Oh. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you all watch this. I'm going to let you all watch this for a minute while I go and check his dish, because he doesn't usually cry unless he really needs something. So I'll be right back. And in the meantime, y'all can enjoy the fluffy soap ball crushing. Give me just a minute. Come on, Tig, you hungry? Come on. Okay, so Sweet Crazy, you said you've never seen anything like that in your life. What did you think about it though? Like, do you think like well, I don't know if oh, you don't like the sound Irish eyes? Oh, I love it. I love it. Um, Especially like if I put my headphones in and turn the sound up. Yeah, exactly, Stephanie. You have to have your headphones in and have the sound turned up, and it's a whole different experience. Um, but I understand, because there are some sounds that actually cause me pain, like the sound of somebody rubbing their hands against cardboard or wood, like actually makes my hands and the bottoms of my feet tingle, and not in a pleasant way, but like the way they tingle if you've like touched something hot, sort of. Like it's really unpleasant. And the sound of somebody like running their hand, not their fingernails, but like running their hand on a blackboard, like if somebody erases a chalkboard with their hands. I can't stand that sound either. It's the same thing. Like it actually causes me physical pain. Um, no, Catherine, there's a video somewhere that I saw of like what they actually do with that stuff, and there's a way that they can actually recycle it. So it doesn't all get thrown away at the end, no. Um, I don't remember exactly, but like they reuse those bars. They do. They melt it down and use it like in different projects and stuff. Um, I think one person said that they actually donated it, but mm, I don't know. Energy, like how do you mean, Jessica? Uh, yes, Stephanie, you're absolutely right. It works different for everybody. Like some people that the soap stuff works for, or doesn't work for, might do better, like with the whispering and tapping stuff. And it's just different for everybody. For me, this is the only thing that works. And like I don't know how to put it into words, Stephanie and Jessica, but yeah, I know exactly what you mean, and yeah, I am. I just I don't really know how to use it or utilize it to my advantage too much. I used to do a thing. I used to have crystals, and there were like a couple of different ones that if I wore, that they actually did make me feel better. And I did the thing like where you cleanse them and everything before you wear them. So yeah, I do believe there's something to it. Yeah, definitely. And anyway, nails on felt. Do you like that sound, Catherine, or it bothers you? Which one? I can't stand the sound of somebody filing their fingernails either. It really hurts me. Well, sweet crazy. Some people it doesn't like. They just don't get into it at all. But before you dismiss it, like if you have trouble sleeping or anything, like turn it on and put your headphones in and put it on full screen and just focus on it for a little while and see if that helps you. Uh, oh, I love the sounds of water, the sounds of the ocean, all that stuff. I absolutely love it. Um, just Shelly, they actually have tutorials on how to do it. I haven't actually checked on that one, but I think what they do is they like either wet it a little bit or like warm it a little bit, like so that it gets a little soft, and then just score it um, with like a something that has multiple blades. I saw it, but I don't know what it's called. But it's something that's made to like cut things into strips, and like they make the little curls with something that looks like a potato peeler or like a cheese, like one of those things that shaves cheese. Not a grater, but like a cheese slicer, I guess. Um, but anyway, and they do the soap balls, the ones that look real fluffy, with a grater. Um, I actually did watch one of those because I was interested in it. And all you do is grate a bar of soap with a grater, and then you take the shavings and put them in your hand and like wet them with water just a little bit, just enough to make them soft, and then form them into a ball or whatever. And that's all you have to do. So it looks really easy. I want to try it because I think I can make fancy gift baskets for people with stuff like that. This is soap, sweet crazy. Soap carving videos is my thing. The the paint is frozen and it's much smaller and doesn't make nearly as much noise. Um, it's funny, Lily. I'm sitting here eating cheese right now, but For some reason, sometimes when I watch these, they make me really hungry, and I don't know why. Like, I'll watch that stuff, especially with the slime videos, even if they don't look like food. For some reason, when I watch them, I want something to eat. I don't know why. It's like it triggers my hunger for some reason. It's odd. Um, I'm with you guys on the nature thing, and I don't know why, because I'm asthmatic and I have terrible allergies, so I've never liked to be like outside in the heat or where the bugs are or whatever. But when I'm out in nature, for some reason, I always just feel so calm and so much more mellow. And I'm a Taurus too, so I think that actually may have something to do with it. Thank you for last night. Keep it. What happened last night? I know it's probably none of my business, but I'm nosy. Or somebody can tell me in Discord later. Was it the same people who was giving you a hard time on my stream, Irish? Oh, I'm sorry, Lily. I forgot about you. I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to rub it in. No, not cheesecake, just cheese. Just cheese. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're talking about my stream. Gotcha. Yeah, I hid those two assholes. And I went into somebody's stream after that and I asked them flat out about Vintage Red, and of course they denied it, but they started their live the second I stopped mine. So I think that was a little telling. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? We're just talking now. I'm sorry, I'm eating cheese. Um, we're just talking now, but if you want to go back and watch from the beginning, we have some information on soap carving videos, like relaxation videos. You can check those out and see if they help you. That's what's playing in the background. Um, I'm really kind of surprised nobody struck me yet, to be honest. I probably ought to put this off just to be on the safe side. I really don't want to, but I probably should. I don't want anybody to copyright strike me. Um, but there were some people at my stream, Stephanie, the other night. Somebody struck Nikki, and I think it was the same person who was. I mean, this is just my take on it, but it was awful suspicious that one person kept on like saying, "Why don't you go back to over your channel and try it again? When are you going to go?" Like seemed to me like they were kind of taunting her a little bit. And there were two people who were ganging up on Irish and like calling her names and stuff. It was really not cool and really uncalled for. And I think they thought that because we started out in Nikki's chat, maybe that they might be able to get away with it. But even though we all moved over, we started out in Nikki's chat, it's still, as Judge Judy says, my playpen. So um, uh no, not really. I mean, it's just I don't know if she's found out anything since then, but I know as much as you all do. But my personal opinion is that somebody's messing with her. That's what I think, just by the way that one person was acting in the chat, and because she got struck down so fast. Okay, Stephanie. Hang on a second. I will. Uh, One second. Here's your hint. And I'm talking like I turned my my live stream off, and as soon as I went back to YouTube, that one was just starting. So it's incredibly coincidental. Um, besides, reading works really well for me too for de-stressing. I like to read though, but reading a book has always been one of the best ways for me to deal with stress. Yes, Jessica, I'm right there with you. It makes me really angry. It makes me really angry that there is a whole group of people. Catherine, I don't know if she's tried. I think she's kind of half afraid to try. But with YouTube is kind of running on like a skeleton crew due to the COVID coronavirus. They are not. They don't have as big of a team in, and they actually have a disclaimer up that says that some legitimate content may be taken down because I guess they're operating on better safe than sorry. So some of these jerks are taking advantage of that and striking people out of spite because YouTube isn't necessarily reviewing everything before they act on it. Yeah, Jessica, that was the second person. I'll go ahead and say it. Yeah, she didn't try a third time that night because we just all came over here. I didn't figure she'd try a third time. So when I saw her getting struck down like that, I just opened my channel up and kind of let her have the floor. So I don't think she's tried since then. But it really bothers me that there is a whole group of people that has banded together and actually organized themselves for no other purpose than for making other people unhappy and hurting other people. Like that is their whole reason for banding together like they did. And to me, that blows my mind. It's just, you can say whatever you want to say, Jessica. It's okay. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were, Lily. It bothers me. Jessica, you can come up if you want to, love. Like, if you want to say something, I mean, for real, like, if you don't want to, that's fine too. But, like, if there's something you want to say, like, I'm not going to be mad about it as long as it's honest and you're not being mean to anybody in here. But as far as the trolls go, like, you can say whatever you want to say about that. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I've had a few of them giving me a hard time lately. It's really starting to piss me off. But the thing is when people aim their hate at me, is I go the other way. Like I don't cry and curl up into a ball and run away. You know what I mean? Like I get angrier and more aggressive and more determined to run my mouth. And I'll be damned if doxing my feet is going to be enough to run me off of YouTube. I mean, it pisses me off. Yeah, it pisses me off that they did that. But does it scare me? No. I mean, anybody who has that much time on their hands could go over that video and furiously screenshot it and, take the name that showed at the top of it and look it up on Facebook and look for the picture. I mean, that's why I used that account, because I knew that somebody would probably do that, you know? But it does make me mad that they went so far as to make up an account that says heroin junkie on it and steal my pictures from Facebook and put it on there and put the Facebook addresses of my friends, my Facebook friends at that time, in the About Me section. To me, that's really low, and that is doxing. And, as much as those people say they don't dox and want to point fingers at other people and accuse them of it, that is definitely doxing, in my opinion. Yeah, they doxed my feed, Allison. What about that? And my sock accounts. They doxed my socks. Not cool. But you're right. Don't worry about people dying of corona. I mean, yeah, they doxed my feet, Cheryl. Hang on. Well, I showed it. Like, you can go back and look. Like, I showed the account, but they took, originally, they just cloned my account and named it Breakfast Club Heroin Junkie. And what they did was they went back through my video where I went over the troll page and got the name off of, I used the dead Facebook account for that. And they got that name off of that, I guess, and looked it up and took all the friends in there, which are, it was an old a Facebook account that I used to use for games. And they just took all the Facebook friends that account had and put it in the About Me section of that account. And it says, feel free to contact me at any of my troll Facebook accounts. And they put all those addresses listed. And I guess they thought I wouldn't find out because they have me blocked. But eventually somebody who wasn't blocked took a screenshot of it and showed it to me. It's really annoying. I mean, I don't care. Like it pisses me off that they want to fuck with somebody's recovery, but for me, it doesn't bother me. I'm like, yeah, I used to be a junkie. Like, what's your point? I've already talked about that. You know, tell everybody something they don't know. It's not news. I used to be an addict and I'm not anymore. So, whatever. Like, you can laugh about that all you want. That didn't bother me. What does bother me is that they're doxing my feed and that they think they're doxing me by putting all those up there. I mean, that's what they're trying to do because I don't have any of my personal information associated with any of my YouTube accounts. Uh, I don't use my real name. Nobody knows like what city I live in now. I mean, I don't talk about that stuff because I don't want anybody messing with me or my family or friends. And it pisses me off. I mean, luckily these accounts, like they all have names like Jesse Troubles and stuff. Like, I mean, it's all like none of the names are real, none of the information on them is real. It's all shit that I made up so I could send gifts to myself in this game I was playing in Facebook. And a couple of those accounts I can't even get into and haven't been able to for years. So it doesn't matter anymore because they're not associated with my real Facebook. But some of the people that are friends on there were also playing that game. And what worries me is that they took all the friends on there. So there are some innocent people who have nothing to do with YouTube whose Facebook accounts are being doxxed by these assholes. And that's what upsets me and pisses me off. They've got a friend of mine from years ago, and they've got her account up there. And, they've got a couple of stock accounts that that another friend of mine made for the same reason on there. And that's what upsets me, that somebody is probably going to be messaging these people or bothering them or harassing them thinking that they're me. And that's what upsets me. Exactly, Lily Bell. I mean, they're going after people who have never even paneled up, let alone made any content. And they started going after me as soon as I started going live, which is really funny because if you listen to my first live stream, it was absolutely drama free. I didn't talk about anybody. I talked about just in general about the decision to be a victim or a survivor, and about people treating other people right. But I didn't in any way relate it. Like, I started off with a story about something that happened to me when I was 4, not, and I didn't bring it up to YouTube in any way. And most of these people who are harassing me, I didn't even know who they were until they started harassing me, which absolutely blows my mind. Exactly, Jessica. It's absolutely true. And they're all sitting here furiously screen recording and screenshotting everything. So, wave to the troll page, everybody, because screenshots from this chat are definitely going to be on there, and there'll probably be a clip of me saying, fuck you, all you assholes who are sitting there in your little caves watching and too cowardly to actually come up on this panel and say something to my face. And there's the link so you can do it. So you can't say you're blocked, because you're not. And you can't say that I didn't let you come up, because there's your fucking link. I absolutely dare you. I dare you, Tingsy, to come up here. Like, absolutely dare you. Because I guarantee you won't. You're too cowardly. That, and I think it's because you're afraid that everybody will find out who's really behind your YouTube account. Because I guarantee you, absolutely guarantee you, that she's not who she pretends to be. Just throwing it out there while I'm talking about it, because I'm about sick of it. And while I'm on the subject, and I know y'all didn't come here to talk about this, and I'm sorry, like I am. It pisses me off, and I get to thinking about it because it's YouTube and that's the subject. But while we're talking about it, there is a certain narrative going on that I bullied somebody off of YouTube, and that they shut their YouTube down because I bullied them so badly that they just deleted their whole account and shut everything down because they couldn't tolerate the abuse that they were getting from me. Now, here's the thing. When an account gets deleted, shut down, hidden, made private, or whatever, YouTube tells you exactly what that person did. Now, I'm going to show y'all something. I can find the daggone thing, that is. Okay. I want to share this with you since I've run out of ASMR stuff to talk about anyway. Okay. So I was in my Discord and I was looking for something. I don't remember what it was I was looking for, but I was looking for something. And I ran across this link from this video that was made about me. And, the narrative about this person has been that I ran them off of Facebook. And that was after, basically she screamed at me and called me names and stuff, but that's okay. I'm the bully, even though I wasn't screaming or calling anybody names. I'm the bully, uh, you know. So apparently after that confrontation, she had to leave Facebook because she was harassed so badly by myself And honestly, I think what happened is that she just made such an ass out of herself that she was ashamed of acting like a 5-year-old. But I digress. The narrative is that she deleted her account. She's gone from YouTube. All right, so I clicked on this link here because I found that in my message history, and it's still an active link, and that made me curious. So I clicked on it just out of curiosity to see what would happen. And something interesting happened. Hang on a second. When I clicked on that link, there it is. Sorry, I lost it. Give me a sec. Okay. All right, somewhere I have an actual copy of this with the URL in it, so that it shows, but you're going to have to take my word for it for now because I'm too tired to go looking for the main one. There it is. Okay. So when I clicked on it, this is what I got. This video is private. That's what it says. No, this is the person that supposedly left YouTube. She was on that person's channel. The person who they made a nasty video of me, about me, and I answered it. Because she's just so loony. But we had a confrontation on that person's channel, Stephanie, that you mentioned. And she screamed at me and called me all kinds of names and stuff. And then she rage quit. And then the next thing you know, I'm being called a bully because supposedly she left YouTube. And she's saying it's because I bullied her. But when I clicked on the video link, this is what I got. It says video unavailable. This video is private. Now, if you know anything about YouTube, it tells you exactly what happens or what has happened to the information you're looking for if it's no longer available. So just for reference, if somebody closes their account, this is what it looks like. Now, I looked this up just to make sure that I was correct. Anyway, this is what happens. Okay. So if the person closes their account, it actually says this video is no longer available because the uploader has closed their YouTube account. Yes. I don't know why that's, oh, there we go. Okay. So that's what happens if they close their account. Now, if it has been removed because they violated terms of service, it says that. If it has been removed because the person has hidden their account, it actually says that as well. Like it tells you exactly why. So, the person who supposedly was bullied off of YouTube is still on YouTube. They're just going under a different name and they made all their content private. Now, just think about that for a second, because all that is being done to support the narrative that I bullied her off of YouTube to get even with me because she lost an argument with me on another creator's channel. And now that that's happened, these people are doxing my feet and doxing my socks and attacking me on the troll page and sending people in under alts, um, just to try and, I don't know, make my life harder, to try and take the fun out of YouTube for me. And if anybody wants to see that timeline, by the way, so many people ask me about it that I actually, on my discussion page, it's the second comment down, it's not the first one anymore, but on my discussion page, I put all the video links with the timestamps there. So you can go back and watch the progression of everything. Of course, the original videos that were made about me are not there, but the video that I made in response is there, and the content that I disagreed with is also in that video. So, at any rate, if you want to like hear what actually happened for yourself because you missed it or whatever, like you can go back and listen to all that. But anyway, that's kind of an explanation of what's going on and why why my feet are being doxxed. And yeah, that's what I try to do, Stephanie. If it wasn't for the fact that innocent people are being brought into it, I wouldn't care as much. But it makes me angry that my old friend from high school is being doxxed by these troll people. You know, that's what makes me mad. Like, they don't even go on YouTube, to my knowledge. Like, they're not going to have a clue what's going on if somebody sends them threatening messages. Um, who is a fine Bordeaux? I don't know that name. Does anybody know who that is? I don't think I do. I saw y'all talking about brighter days. I think Robbie just decided to admit that on his own. Yeah, Stephanie, I was thinking about putting that picture up as my avatar, but I really like my Breakfast Club avatar, so I don't know. Wait a minute. Robbie left what in tears? When did this happen? Somebody at the end of his live? I didn't even see his live. When was this? After being on Making Lemonade, he went live at the end. He was very anxious. About what, Lily Bell? Was it about what happened on Lemonades, or was it about the people who were upset with him? Is that live? I didn't even get notification that he went live. But why was he upset? He was upset because he was sick? I'm so confused. Okay. I knew he was on Lyman's channel. I saw that, but I thought that was good. Like, the last I heard, like, it was all love. Um, and he's worried about his health. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be like sniping his stuff, but I want to check and see if it's up because I feel like I need to find out now. That worries me. Like, I hope he's all right. Like, I adore Robbie. I really do. He must have made it private because I don't see, like, the last thing I see is his, my secret is out on brighter days, and it's not showing that he's had a live for a week. Oh no. Oh. Oh, Stephanie. Oh my gosh, that really worries me. See, at first I thought you all were saying that some kind of drama happened or something, but oh man. Oh man, that upsets me. Oh my gosh. Yes, everybody. It doesn't matter what kind of praying you do or meditating or, um, you know, candles. It doesn't matter what kind of faith you ascribe to or what kind of, whatever it is you do to put out good energy into the world, whether it's prayer, whether it's meditation, whether it's chanting, whether it's just sending good thoughts. I want to take a minute here, just 1 minute, and don't let's not type anything in the chat. Let's just take a minute to send out good thoughts and prayers that he's going to be okay. Um, okay, guys. I appreciate that. I just needed a minute. I know you guys were talking about emailing Nikki. I don't think she checks her email very often. Um, she's in my Discord though, so I'll send her a message that way and see if she knows anything. I'll also email Robbie as well and see if I can find out anything. I don't know how long it takes to get results back from those tests. I don't think they're immediate. Um, but, taking a minute here is one thing, but be sure to keep those good thoughts and prayers in your mind for him. I know we all have loved ones we're concerned about, and there's a lot of people who are suffering and everything, but um, just, keep him in your mind because I don't know about you all, but he is a huge inspiration to me, and I think he is a bit of a bright light in our community, and things would not be the same without our Robbie. So, um, just keep those good vibes and thoughts in your head because if he is sick, that he has a speedy recovery at least. Um, and I'll see if I can find out anything as well. And I did not know about that at all. Yes, Jessica, I'm all about that. What do you have in mind? I'm sure, Jessica, if you want to do something special, like I'm totally down for that. And I'm sure we could get other people in on that as well because he is so well loved around here. Um, okay. Oh, that would be good, Jessica. Um, okay. Super chats are, yeah, I mean, since I don't have super chat or PayPal, like if anybody has his PayPal information, when I do my next stream, like we could put his PayPal up and just have people, try to support him. But I don't want to get ahead of ourselves either, in case he may be fine. So we don't know yet, but um, okay. Well, yeah, I was thinking about that, Jessica. We could do a live just about Robbie and have like, yeah, that would be good to do anyway. Like, even if he turns out to be just fine, um, I mean, he did that Brighter Days thing just to make people feel better and, to kind of bring people together a little bit. And that's an incredibly kind thing to do. Um, and a lot of work went into it. I'm sure you had fun doing it too, but a lot of work went into it as well. And I know I've said this before, but he's been an inspiration to me as far as my recovery goes, just because he is so open about it and unashamed. And it's good to see somebody who's not ashamed of their past to speak so openly about it and to be in the good place that he's at right now is so inspirational for people who aren't as far along in their recovery as he is. Um, so that would be great. Sure, Stephanie. I have an open panel, so anybody who wants to come up and chat on my panel is always welcome at any time. Um, I'm not going to be probably on for too much longer tonight. If we're going to do, try and do something special like for Robbie, and I'm going to have a big live this weekend with Copper and Jessica, and hopefully we'll have more people here than showed up tonight. But I'm really glad that everybody who came tonight came. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if I have 5 people or 500, like, as long as those 5 people are cool and we have a nice and enjoyable chat like we did tonight, um, that's all that really matters. Um, I don't really care that much about subscribers or views. I'm not trying to make a living off of YouTube or anything. I just want to have a place where people can go to feel welcome and to be able to speak openly without feeling like they're going to get kicked out of the channel or abused for it. And yes, just Shelly, he really is. He's a kind soul, and I just adore the guy. I really do. Stephanie, I don't know. Our paranormal one is going to be on Saturday. Um, I don't know about anything else yet. Like, I'll need to get together with, we'll just everybody who wants to participate will need to get together. Oh, that's okay, Jessica. You can't expect everybody to work around my live stream schedule. Um, Stephanie, do you do Discord? If you don't, there's a link to my Discord in my description box, and my email address is also there. So you can either email me, or if you want to join my Discord, like we just kind of like hang out and chat in my Discord. Like not a lot goes on, but like you can email me, so I have your email address, and I can let you know when I know all the details. Um, in my Discord, I always post my lives up as soon as I schedule them. Um, so that's a good way just to keep track of like when my live streams are, and um, we have we have fun in there chatting as well. We do a lot of chatting. Um, okay. Well, if you want to email me whenever you get the chance, and then I can just get to you by email whenever I know what we're doing. Um, yeah, that's fine. That's fine as well. And if we are going to do something for Robbie, I'm sure like I want to have the opportunity for the word to get out a little bit. And yeah, it's Wednesday now, but we're doing our stream on Saturday, Jessica. That's what I meant. Our paranormal stream is Saturday. Um, but anyway, I think there are a lot of people who will want to participate if, if we do something, just to let Robbie know how much we appreciate all the good he does. And um, hopefully, he won't need us to do any more than that. But, I want to find out uh, what his what the update is on him before we know what direction we want to take it in, if that makes sense. Uh, Thank you, Catherine. Um, I'm just glad that we can all get together, and still talk and stuff. And I enjoy it. I'm glad you all keep coming. And yeah, yeah. Do I need to check it before we finish up? Hang on, I'll check. Uh, okay. Okay. I'll show Jessica when we get done here. I think it's going to be something that I need like a day or two to figure out um, what direction we want to take it in, and uh, yeah, that might be a good idea. I think we want to find out, what his, like I said, how he's doing or what his results are or whatever um, before we decide what we want to do. But um, man, I hate to go on this kind of note, but I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I just want everybody out there to be safe, and no matter how much you think you don't have to worry about it, if you don't do it for yourself, take those precautions for your loved ones and for the other people around you. Um, I heard the mayor of Kentucky speaking, and what he said really makes sense. Like, this is a time that it's really important to be a good neighbor to everybody, and that means not hoarding. Don't buy more than what you need at the store. Um, don't take unnecessary risks. Just don't do anything stupid, not because of how it can affect you, but because of how it can affect others. Um, think about it this way. Like if you get glitter on your hands, for instance, and you go and, I mean, just think about how glitter spreads on everything. All right, just think about that for a second. How if you get some glitter on your hands, you find glitter on everything, even places you didn't know you fucking touched. And just think of germs in that respect. Like, the way glitter spreads all over everything. Like you find it in your hair, you can find it in your butt crack even. And, you get germs on your hands, like you couldn't even begin to comprehend all the different places those germs spread. And just because you're well, and if you get sick, you're probably going to be fine. But the person whose hand you shook after you got those germs on you may end up dying because you were careless. So please just be careful and keep yourself safe. I mean, your friends and loved ones don't want to lose you any more than you want to lose them. So don't take unnecessary risks. Think about the human. Always remember the human. And always remember to be kind and to appreciate the good things people are doing. I've heard people complaining about the schools are giving out food for people who, well, actually anybody who has a student at the schools in our area can go and get food at least once a day. And that's because a lot of kids, families depend on the food that their kids get at school, as part of their budget or whatever. And I've heard people complaining that they didn't like the kind of food that was given, or, they shouldn't just do it for the kids, they should do it for everybody. Well, people are out there trying to do good things. Just remember the humans, please. Like, always remember the humans, and always remember the effort that goes into the good things that people out there are trying to do. Um, and I know it's hard to be stuck inside, but making that one exception and letting little Billy's friend come over to play G.I. Joe for the night may be the one thing that gets your family and your children sick. So, now's the time we have to be careful. We have to be paranoid because we have to be safe. And, just ride it out. We're very, very blessed. You know, um, I heard somebody say that this was the laziest panic they'd ever seen in their lives, and it's absolutely true. I mean, how lucky are we? We're complaining about being stuck inside, but we're warm. We have food in our bellies. We have the lights on, and we have unlimited entertainment at our fingertips. I mean, just think about this in any other century. Not only will we be more than likely to die, but we would be in the freezing cold, starving to death with no entertainment but each other. So, you know, be grateful, but remember that this is real and we can all die. There's just be grateful, but be vigilant at the same time. Um, yes, Jessica, my mom has Graves' disease, and it makes her eyes bulge, and so that makes her at really high risk as well. And I worry terribly about her going out to get something and getting exposed because of some asshole who was a little bit sick and spread it everywhere because they didn't take it seriously. Like that basketball player, that's a prime example. I don't remember the guy's name. I know he plays for the Jazz, but he said he was getting sick and made some joke about having the coronavirus, and then proceeded to touch every microphone, every recorder, every surface, made a big deal about it, thought he was being cute. And guess what? he had the coronavirus. I think that guy should go to jail for that myself. But it's just another sign of how people are not taking this seriously enough. And, you know, people are bitching. I need to go work out. I don't like having the gym closed. And I don't like not being able to go out to eat. And they closed down the NBA. I was hoping to. Big fucking deal, man. You could die. You could die. Just, yes, Stephanie, those spring breakers. Oh my gosh. That makes me so angry. That makes me so angry when I see that footage. And I can't imagine any teenagers' parents that would let them with all this going on, you know? But yes, Rudy, is it Gobert? Is that how you pronounce it? I couldn't remember his name. I just knew he was from jazz. Don't you all think he should go to jail? Like, am I the only person who feels like he should go to jail for that? It made me really angry. I mean, I don't think that reflects on Utah. I just think that reflects on that idiot. Like, and one of his teammates ended up getting sick too, and it's probably his fault. It just makes me angry, and I don't think it has anything to do with Utah or even anything to do with the Jazz. It's just another sign of the fact that people are not taking it seriously enough. You know, we've grown up so privileged that we have begun to think that we're invincible and that we are, you know, exempt from things like this. Yes, Lily Bell, exactly. Attempted murder, yes. I mean, when the AIDS epidemic happened and people who knew they were infected got other people infected, they were prosecuted for it. And a lot more people are coming down. I mean, Corona is being spread much more quickly and much more widespread. Um, okay, Jessica, hang on, I'll get it. I would have just wrenched you so you could share it. Oh, yes, this is that asshole I saw on the news. Oh my gosh, yes. It makes me so mad. Hang on a second. I'm about to drop this link. I'm just checking. I don't know why, but for some reason half the time Discord doesn't mark my stuff as read when I read it. Okay. Did I just show the video? Could I get away with it? Oh no, it's BuzzFeed. I probably couldn't. I was going to say I'd just play it, but I figure BuzzFeed would probably, YouTube's algorithms would probably catch that. They showed it on our local news, though, so it is out pretty much everywhere. That dumbass. Oh, my God. I so want to show it. I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it. Hang on. Oh, he apologized. I didn't see the apology. I saw this where he said, if I get corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, it's not going to stop me. I thought that was what you were showing. So it says he apologized because he became the face of young people. And he's a high schooler. Why does his parents let him go? Oh, is this a video?
If I get corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying. You know, I've been waiting. We've been waiting for Miami spring break for a while. About 2 months we've had this trip planned. 2-3 months. We're just out here having a good time. Whatever happens, happens.
Like, it's really messing up with my spring break. What is there to do here other than go to the bars or the beach, and they're closing all of it? It's really messing up. I think they're blowing it way out of proportion. I think it's doing way too much.
Doing us bad. We need a refund.
this virus ain't that serious. It's serious. It's more serious things out there like hunger and poverty. And we need to address that.
Yeah, I mean, we planned this a long time ago, and it was kind of up in the air if we still go. But like, we're here. I just turned 21 this year, so I'm here to party. So it's kind of disappointing, but we're just making the most of it. We met these other people in our little Airbnb spot, so we're just hanging out with them and trying to get drunk before everything closes.
I mean, it sucks, but we're gonna make the best of it. We're enjoying ourselves. It sucks, and I'm from New Orleans, so this really sucks. However, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. We having day parties all day. It's my birthday, St. Patrick's Day. Turn up.
We're just trying to roll with the boy. We're just living for the moment. We're just gonna do what happens when it happens. When stuff closes, we're gonna do it when it closes. But besides that, we're just trying to have the best trip we can.
We're just trying to party before everything closes.
I get corona.
I mean, oh my God. Oh my God. Why did these people let these kids out? Okay, here's the apology. I would like to sincerely apologize for the insensitive comment I made in regards to the COVID-19 while on spring break. I wasn't aware of the severity of my actions and comments. I was drunk off my ass at the time. Anyway, I'd like to take this time to own up to the mistakes I made and apologize to the people I've offended. Like many others, I have elderly people who I adore more than anything in the world and other family members who are at risk, and I understand how concerning this disease is for us all. Our generation may feel invincible like I did when I commented, but we have a responsibility to listen and follow the recommendations in our community. I will continue to reflect and learn from this and continue to. Oh, somebody wrote this shit for him. He did not write this himself. I'm sorry. He did not write that himself. See, that is just more what I was talking about. That's that sign. Like, we're Americans, we're young, so we are invincible and immune, exempt, not only from the possibility of getting hit by an epidemic, but we're also exempt from the rules. And that is what drives me nuts about the entitlement that I see, like, more and more, it seems like, with every generation. Is because, I mean, my opinion, because you're born and you have everything you want, like, right at your fingertips 24/7. No matter what it is, like, basically, you can be weighted on hand and foot with a minimal amount of money. And what's an MIP? Oh, minor in possession. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wonder if that'd be funny if somebody went and busted him that night and just, like, if they what's the word? If they took all his alcohol. I'm forgetting the word. Like, my brain is not working. What is it when they take your shit? Oh my God. What is that word? When they confiscate. That's the word I was looking for. Confiscate. Did he really test positive for COVID-19, the kid? Oh, shit. Well, I'm sorry, this sounds like an asshole thing to say, but serves him right. Like, I feel about that, like I feel about the guy from Utah Jazz. And, you know, they're young and healthy, and they'll probably end up just fine. But some poor person that they passed it to could die. And that's what infuriates me about the people who, oh, I'm not high risk, so I'm not worried. I mean, I've heard people say that. Oh, I'm young, I'm healthy, I'm okay. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to self-isolate. I don't have to do social distancing because I'm young and healthy, and if I get it, I'll be fine. Well, you know what, buddy? Fuck you. Okay? You know, I'll be fine, but fuck everybody else that I could give it to and kill. That's what absolutely infuriates me about people like that. And that's why the diseases keep spreading, is because of people like that who won't listen, who won't follow the rules. Yes, Jessica, where I live, there's a shortage of tests, like a big shortage. They told the story on the news about this nurse who had been exposed and was exhibiting symptoms And not only her doctor, like the people she worked with, but her own personal doctor and everybody were asking for her to be tested because they were pretty sure she had it. And they turned her down to be tested over and over and over again. But if somebody famous thinks they might have it, then they get tested right away, no problem. And that's absolutely infuriating. And the fact that our hospitals, like, that they are not prepared to deal with this, like, that kind of blows my mind as well. That's what I was thinking, Kimberly. I was wondering why their parents let them go under these circumstances. When I was that age, my mom, and even at 18, even if I was a legal adult, she would have freaking locked me in the basement to make sure I didn't go. But yeah, that's what's insane about it. Like, they don't take it seriously. They think that they're an exception because they're young and healthy and American. And I do think I think Americans are worse about it than they are in other countries. Absolutely infuriating. Privilege. That's what happens with privilege. Like, when you are so used to being privileged and being handed everything you want, that's the result. Okay, guys, I'm sorry I went on a couple of rants here. We've been all over the place on this live stream, but that's okay. We went from ASMR to trolls to COVID-19. So I think maybe I should end this with a little soap cutting. I think we could use a little soap cutting to chill us out. What do you all think? Let me find a good one. Okay. This is the most relaxing to me, so I'm going to do this one. And if you guys aren't into the cubes, like, oh, yes, Italy does have it bad. Oh, my gosh. It's so bad in Italy. Like, it hurts my heart. And the first thing I read, oh, it's okay, Irish Eyes. We're getting ready to wrap it up soon. But we were talking about the COVID again. Italy makes me sad. And that was my first indication of how serious everything was when I read an article that was talking about Italy having such a shortage of beds and stuff that they actually had to make a pronouncement that they would judge whether or not people got medical care by their age and by their health. Good night, Stephanie. It was fun, and please come back and see us this weekend. I'll put up the if you're subscribed and you've got notifications, hopefully you'll get the notification. But we're going to go live sometime Saturday. I'm not exactly sure what time, but I'll schedule it as soon as we know. No, I didn't see that. I just read the article about where they made the pronouncement. It was just absolutely heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. So I'm going to go ahead and cut things off here. I'm just going to end it with a couple of minutes of soap cutting. So if you want to hang out and relax for a few minutes, I'm going to run it for a few minutes just to give us a good and positive note to end on. I love you guys to death, and I will see you in the next one. Keep an eye out for announcements about upcoming lives. We got some good stuff happening. I'm trying to pin Wendy down on a time that she wants to come on and do her story, so we're going to do that real soon as well. All right, guys, here is your soap cutting, and put on your headphones and full screen the sucker and turn it up.